I was unpleasantly shocked when I learned that an airplane came to Jamaica, landed in Jamaica with 218 Indians without the government having prior knowledge of their arrival. It is really troubling. Even now, they do not know what the motive was for their landing on the island. What was more troubling is that they got permission to disembark, and that is even more troubling because their medical condition, nobody knew what it was, their intention, nobody knew. The government allowing them to land, I am thinking that maybe they think that maybe they need to be refueling and all that, that I can say about, but I think they should have been held into, a confined space, not allowing them to come and mingle and intermingle with the nationals. That is the troubling part. Listen to what the news has to say about what really transpired.
Afternoon with news of the suspected smuggling operation TVJ has been following exclusively. The situation has again led to concerns about Jamaica's security border. This after authorities detected the operation involving 218 Indian nationals who arrived in the country on Friday. Shadow Foreign Affairs Minister Dr. Angela Brown-Burke is demanding answers from the government.
The one border over which we have control becomes as porous as others, then we will be in serious trouble. We want to know the origin, destination, and apparent purpose of the flight. The identity of the individuals or organizations responsible for chartering the flight. Why the flight was allowed to land in Jamaica without proper clearance. Why standard immigration and customs procedures were not followed. Where are the 218 persons who were on board? What is to be done about their continued presence in Jamaica? And what measures are being taken by the JCF to ensure the safety and security of the Jamaican public?
The German embassy is now involved in the matter as the aircraft's crew is German. TVJ News understands that they're upset because they didn't plan to stay in Jamaica for an extended period. They have extended to fly the charter with the passengers to Jamaica and then depart. The crew then contacted the embassy in Kingston, which intervened. TVJ News also understands that a multi-agency operation is now underway to try to take the 218 passengers back out of the country, but a highly placed source says it appears they may not leave until Tuesday due to a series of, quote, nightmare issues, end quote. We will continue to track this story and have more in subsequent newscasts. Meanwhile, Dr. Brown-Burke is also taking issue with how the matter is being handled when compared with the forced repatriation of Haitians asylum seekers.
Many of us remember what happened in COVID-19, where Jamaicans were held at sea and prevented from coming into Jamaica. We have seen recently with Haitians who were hastily returned to a war-torn Haiti. But here we have 218 persons coming into Jamaica without the proper protocols being followed. We see a difference in treatment of the three different cases. Secondly, last year, I think it was, France had a similar situation with a flight, just as in this one, and those individuals remained on the tarmac for 4 days. We want to know why it is in this case Jamaica did not follow those protocols.
I remember, as Mrs. Brownberg spoke just now, about the incident with our nationals when the plane landed with our own Jamaican nationals. They were held at bay. They could not enter at their own free will. I also remember when the Asians came, what their response was like. And as she is alluding to, as we would say in Jamaica, Puss and Dog does not have the same luck. But on a serious note, I think our government, the government of Jamaica, needs to tighten up our airspace. They need to tighten up our seas, how they patrol. All right. Everybody should not have the chance just so easy to enter our shores. There are some countries, some islands that it cannot happen. So, for the safety of Jamaicans, it has security has to be improved. We are persons who are open to accepting every and anyone. But are others willing to accept us just the same? Imagine if a plane landed anywhere on this planet with 218 Jamaicans just like that. You just imagine what the response would have been like. It would have been so different. In February of this year, our own Dennis Meadows, a PNP caretaker, had a little say about it. Is said that he actually endorsed the work of the scammers, who we call the choppers. Now listen as he speaks.
To the youth man them for the corner, you know. Especially one who call themselves chopper. Let me tell you straight up. And me can speak openly. I have no problem with a man if he want chop. Because them chop us during slavery. So nothing wrong if we chop them back. My only problem with the chopping is when you bingo and you score. Use the money wisely.
Now, according to Dennis, as you'll be listening shortly, according to Dennis, when you're on the rostrum or the platform and you take the mic and you feel sweet, you talk all kind of things. Yeah. And it is as if he's now realizing that that which he actually said should not have been said. So I want you to listen to this upcoming video as he speaks about how he feels right now.
Suspended PNP caretaker candidate Dennis Meadows says he's ready to contest the next general election if party leader Mark Golding gives him the green light. In February, Mr. Golding removed Mr. Meadows as the party's provisional candidate for North Trelawney after a video of Meadows endorsing scamming went viral on social media. Speaking at a party meeting in Manchester on Sunday, Mr. Meadows said his dismissal was necessary.
But sometimes you know when you're on the platform and the thing feel good. You chat some foolishness sometimes. But I a big man. And I not back from what I do. The leader held me accountable. And although I am at the receiving end of that accountability, I commend him for it.
He went further.
Great to work with me. But I put myself at the mercy of the leader who run this show. But let me tell them, whether I am there or not, understand me clearly. I am prepared to levy then leverage that goodwill for the People's National Party in the next election.
No, it takes a real man to admit he's wrong. It takes a real man to admit that the punishment that he got was merited, or he actually deserved it. He doesn't, in other words, he doesn't hold it against his leader. I'm still hearing a level of loyalty to his party and to his leader. But as you listened, did you hear any kind of remorse? Do you think that he felt sorry for what he said? I have my own opinion about what I heard. But the part that I really look at is that he owned up to his wrong. Owning up to the wrong is totally different from being apologetic. Yeah, somebody can say, yes, I know I did wrong. But to say sorry that's a different thing. It takes another kind of being a big man. You heard what he said, that he knows that he's a big man. So it's as if man not take back them talk. What do you think about it all? Let me hear from you in the comment section.